Concerning new data suggests that the U.S. economy is about to enter stage 4 of the recession in 2023 and is going to be this stage where you can expect to see skyrocketing unemployment. Couple that with plunging home prices and stock prices. The Conference Board leading economic indicators reveals the top 10 indicators that predict economic performance. These indicators are combined into an index which indicate overall economic health year after year. Currently, the index has dropped below zero, standing at -7%. Throughout the last 40 years, whenever this indicator remained negative for at least 2 months, a recession has always followed. This data suggests that we're already in a recessionary period. Interestingly, certain aspects of the economy seem unaffected by this reality. The unemployment rate remains impressively low, or at least unexpectedly low, at 3.5%, leading many to believe that a recession is unlikely. However, there are key sectors that respond quickly to central bank policies, and housing is one of them. Due to its high leverage and sensitivity to interest rate fluctuations, it often serves as an early indicator. Once interest rates change, they swiftly impact housing prices. Following a lag of several months or even quarters, we begin to see the effects on certain orders. These orders, particularly in manufacturing, are crucial economic indicators. If people become less confident about the future, orders decline. On the flip side, increased confidence leads to a rise in orders. This in turn influences corporate profits. If the decline in orders continues, it inevitably translates into lower earnings for companies. Ultimately, this progression affects employment. When companies experience decreased profits, they're forced to cut their workforce, and this results in higher unemployment rates. This pattern has remained consistent throughout various economic cycles in our country's history. At present, we're experiencing a significant decline in home sales and manufacturing orders. Moreover, during this earnings session, corporate profits have been severely impacted, with many companies reporting as much as a 20 to 40% drop in year-over-year earnings. These figures indicate that we've likely reached 3 of the 4 stages. The next stage that we're likely to witness is the decline in employment and subsequent increase in unemployment. Despite claiming that the employment situation is strong, leading indicators suggest otherwise. Continued unemployment claims have risen 40% since their lowest level in September of 2022. These figures provide compelling evidence of an economic downturn. It's crucial to grasp the gravity of the situation and take appropriate measures for the challenges ahead. When we examine the housing market and stock market, we observe a downturn in both. Despite this, many people hold on to the belief that the recovery is underway and things are going to improve. But the majority of experts say that a recession in 2023 is likely. Markets, particularly in recent times, seem to intentionally disregard data and hear what they want to hear, especially when the Federal Reserve speaks or new data sets are released. It appears that they're living in a fantasy world to some extent, and the instability of the banking system has added to the problem. This instability has compelled banks to further tighten their lending standards beyond what the Federal Reserve is doing. Jerome Powell himself acknowledged that this is an additional tightening that's equivalent to the rate hikes. These heightened standards are unlikely to sustain a healthy economy given what it's accustomed to. Now, turning to tech layoffs, the situation is worsening. Tech industry job losses are surpassing what was experienced during the beginning of the COVID era, and that's even though the global economy was in lockdown. As of just April, we lost more tech jobs in 2023 than in the entirety of the entire year of 2022. And furthermore, this wave of job losses is not limited to the tech sector. Layoffs are spreading across every industry imaginable. Some prominent companies implementing layoffs in 2023 include Dell Chemicals, General Motors, 3M, McKinsey, Disney, Walmart, Citigroup, Opendoor, FedEx, BlackRock, Goldman Sachs, and many others. Notice that none of these companies are tech-related. They're from diverse sectors. Even retail giant Best Buy is laying off hundreds of workers. Nearly every company announcing their earnings are witnessing a significant decline year over year from 20% even to 40%. One notable example is Albertsons, one of the largest supermarket chains in America. They've experienced a 30% decline in earnings compared to previous year. This contagion effect indicates a stark reality, as the data on the ground indicates that the foundation underneath this big domino is starting to become shaky.